Alright, what's going on guys, it's your boy Zilchi. Welcome back to another Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel video. In today's video, we'll be taking a look at the top 5 decks to run this season to reach Master Rank, the new Master Rank that came out this season. So, if you guys do enjoy this video, hit that like button, comment, share, subscribe. We're almost at 6k. I believe at the time this video does release, I'll need about 8 subscribers to reach 6k. And I might have a special video coming out for us or for you guys when we reach 6k. We'll try to get a collab going with, you know, a YouTuber that you guys do know, right? So yeah, definitely be on the lookout for that. As soon as we hit 6k, we'll try to get that going. But yeah, today we're going to be taking a look at the top 5 decks to use this season to reach Master Rank. And the first deck we're going to take a look at is, as you guys know, Temurs. Temurs is so good. Very, very, very strong this season. A lot of people are using it to get to Master Rank. I myself, I don't use Temurs, and that's only because every time I use it, I brick. I don't know why. Like, I never draw into the cards that I need. Like, I never draw into Reinhardt. I'm always drawn into like 2 maxis, super poly, ashes, and then that's it. Then I never draw into my other cards. But that doesn't mean the deck isn't good, right? It just means that I'm just very unlucky. I'm a very unlucky person. But if you're using Temurs and they don't stop your plays with the new Bystials stuff that came out, or they have like ashes and stuff to stop your plays, you're gonna be able to cook. I'm not gonna lie to you. Most of the time, you are going to win because this deck is insane. Kalos is banned for a reason in the TCG. I'm pretty sure TCG and OCG it's banned. It says right here, Kalos. They're probably gonna ban it next ban list, to be honest, because the card is just insane. If this card is special summon, you can take one Temurs card from your deck and add it to your, either add it to your hand or send it to the graveyard. Obviously, this is allowed. You can add it to your hand to then send the Kit Kalos to the graveyard to mill 5. Is it 5? Yeah, the mill top 5. Or you can just send the card to the graveyard to start your fusion summon to go into like a real Kalos or something like that, right? So this card is very, very good. Usually people send they'll grab a Merly from the deck to add it to the hand, then special summon the Merly. Merly mills 5, so technically, or 3, you're gonna be milling 8 cards, right? So that's a lot of value for Temurs here. And this person's running Shadows in there, so you know that's gonna be very good. Winda is not really an issue these days, but I can see how it is really well. So this is a good deck list right here. You can use it to get to Master Rank 1. As you guys can see, this is his Master Rank 1 deck. So yeah, let's go on to the next deck. As you guys already know, the next deck is Sprite. I made a couple videos on this deck, and I do think, alright, this is a hot take, but I do think this deck is probably the most consistent deck in the game right now, and is competing with Temurs. I think this is the only deck that you can say, oh yeah, this deck is for sure better than Temurs. It's just so consistent. Like, you can play through so many hand traps, and it's not even that you can just, it's not even that you're attacking over the cards, it's not even that you have a stronger monsters or anything like that. It's just because of the fact that it's so consistent, and the ability to go second is insane. Like, you could do so many things. First of all, this deck is a bunch of special summons. It's not an effect to special summon, so you can just special summon it from the hand without it activating. So they can't really chain a maxi to that unless they realize that you're playing this. So like, let's say I normal summon my maxi, then they're probably gonna activate their maxi right away. But if they don't expect it to special summon out the card, then they'll be forced to use their maxi. But at that point, we already have 2 bodies on the field. So let's say we have a red in hand. That's a negate for red right there. Right, so that's perfect. This deck is very good, even though they did limit the Sprite blue semi-limit to 2. Deck is still insane because you're still technically running 4 blues here. You have 2 and 2. Before you were running 6, which is crazy, but it's very good. And now people are taking in the Dimension Shifter. I myself use the Dimension Shifter, which is very good if you are playing against Temurs. The deck is just overall very consistent. You can play through so many hand traps. Like, I mean, I remember I have a duel. I think I posted it yesterday of the opponent. He beat me, but I stopped so many of his plays. and he was still able to just go on and on. And thanks to this new sprint monster, it's just so good. You're able to extend even further because you can stop their elf, you can stop their gigantic sprite, but then you can just go into the sprint, send the angler will special summon out 2 more, and then you just keep going. Like, it's just top tier. And obviously you have Masquerena on your opponent's turn, so maybe go into your Avermax, or you could go into Underworld Goddess using one of their cards, and as well as the red being able to negate a monster, and the carrot being able to negate a spell and trap, which is very good, right? This person is running 2 of the carrot, which I might do as well, because I noticed a point where the 2 did come in clutch. He's not running smashers. I do recommend running smashers. I'd probably get rid of the pot of prosperity here and then add in 1 smashers, and I do run 3 evenly match, just because evenly match is just too good. It's a legit just an amazing card. But yeah, that's that deck right here. Very good deck. Like I said, in my opinion, this could be the #1 deck this season to get to Master Rank 1. So let's go into the next. You guys know they have it, they literally have it like perfect in my opinion. Like, this is how I would have made the tier list. This is exactly how I would make this tier list. I would say Branded Despia is tier 2 right now. Very, very, very good. So this is the #3 deck to reach Master Rank 1 with. This is a good deck list, a very good deck list. I've been seeing a lot of people use this, and the plays that you would normally do is a little bit different when you use these cards. Like the Libellion, being able to grab one of these trap cards. For example, I think it was it Branded Beast once a turn. You control a bestial monster, you contribute 1 dragon monster, then target 1 card your opponent controls, destroy it. That's pretty good. And I'm pretty sure there's also one that negates. I don't remember, but it's very consistent. The ability to use your opponent's cards to fuse as well is crazy. This new card, if you control the Fallen of Albaz or it is in your graveyard, you could fusion summon 1 level 8 or higher fusion monster from your extra deck using monsters from your hand or fieldless fusion materials. This is very good. Very, very, very good. Yeah, the deck is just overall consistent. You guys already know what the Despia deck does, right? It doesn't do anything like negating or like any crazy negates, at least, or anything like that. It just beats down your opponent. It outplays your opponent with the amount of cards that it can use, right? So very good deck. That's the #3. And obviously the next one, Sword Soul Tenny, still up there. Very good, especially now, even though the Bystial package is, you know, conflicting with the Sword Soul because they're not worm monsters. Still very good against tiers, right? Because obviously you can use this to banish a tier monster from the graveyard, such as summon it to the field. The deck is still holding strong, and you know, I think a big reason for this is because Protoss is still not banned, which honestly I'm glad. Sword Soul does not need to ban Protoss right now, especially with the cards that are going on. So this deck is very good. The ability to, you know, just get a free synchro summon. Just normal summon the Moi if you have a Teddy in hand, showcase it, and then, you know, get your token on the field. I wish they did bring back Krishan Hulk. Krishan Hulk made this deck so consistent. Just ban Auroradon. They didn't need to ban the Hulk, to be honest with you. Just ban Auroradon, get back our Hulk, and we could continue just grinding, you know what I mean? Remember when people were running the desk bot, and now we can't even run that anymore. But the deck is still very good. Most people are going second Sword Souls nowadays, because obviously going first engine, you're only probably ending on 2 negates, which is during this meta is not that amazing. But Blackout is still top tier. Being able to destroy 2 cards on the opponent's field is crazy. So yeah, this deck is very consistent. You have your negates, you have your going second cards, Maxi, Ash Blossom, Imperm, Blackout, and we have extra consistency. We have cross out here, called by, and we have extra consistency with the triple tactics talent. If they use a Maxi, we get to draw. If they use an Ash, we get to draw. Take care of one of their monster. You could do anything. So the new Bystial package did help this deck out a lot. I do believe this deck is tier 2 right now, just because of how many people are using it to cook. Right? They're literally using it to cook a lot of Telemint players. It's very good, very satisfying to see, right? Like I said, I don't play Telemint. I tried but I'm very unlucky, so I can't use Tailwind. So yeah, let's take a look at the final deck, and I think it's gonna be one that a lot of you weren't expecting, and that's gonna be Dragon Lynx. And you guys can already tell why Dragon Lynx is very good here. We have Dragon Lynx, which is, I'll say it's very consistent thanks to the new Bystials stuff, because they're all dragons, and obviously this is a dragon based deck, so you're able to get into your cards more consistently and easily thanks to these. Rebellion is still very good. You still get to use your brand new beast. Is able to destroy 2 cards or destroy a card on the field. You could still able to go into your Boiler End Dragon, which is a very crazy card, right? Cannot be destroyed by battle or card effects. Also, neither player can target this card with monster effects. This card can attack all monsters your opponent controls once each. You can target 1 effect monster on the field and target 1 rocket monster in your graveyard, negate the effects of that monster on the field. And if you do special summon that monster from the graveyard, your opponent cannot activate cards in response to this effect's activation. Very good. Can be destroyed by battle or card effect. So can be banished though, so it is fine. If it's a non-targeting banish, so because it can't be targeted either. So yeah, very good. They have cards like the hot red dragon archfiend abyss. Optimal board for this deck is ending on the Borland dragon, hot red dragon archfiend, Baron de Fleur, the Rebellion with the beast. That's a top tier board. The only issue with this deck is you're using a lot of resources to try to get to that end board. A lot of time it is a win condition, right? You go first, you do it, and then a lot of times you are going to win. But against a deck like Sprite that can play through so many hand traps, it's pretty much GG's, right? If you're able to use, you're going into your Mask Arena to go into, I'm pretty sure you can still use the Borland Dragon to go into the Underworld Goddess. What do you do at that point, right? Like, after you go into the Underworld Goddess and you clear their board, because as I said, once they use their negates and all that, you're free to do whatever you want to do. You can go into the Onibi Maru, is that how you say it? You can banish one of their cards. You can go into so many other things to just clear the board. And then at that point, what do you do on your turn? Because we're not going to OTK them this turn, unfortunately. But we could even go into a Zeus. And then what do? Nothing, because you use so many of your resources. But as I said, most decks can't handle all these negates. They have 3 negates and a card destruction. That's more than enough to destroy this season, right? So yeah, if you guys did enjoy this video of the top 5 decks used to get to master rank this season, they're all very good. In my opinion, Sprites is the best deck though right now, and then Tailwinds. But Tailwinds could also, you could make an argument for Tailwinds being better just because it's Tailwinds, obviously. But yeah, if you guys enjoyed this video, hit that like button, comment, share, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.